Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Go4Battlerite €150 Cup. My name is TJ, my co-caster is the one and only Dropbear. We are getting right into this next matchup between Oduem This over on the left hand side and Coup over on the right. X Black, oh no, never mind, it's the double fake out. X Black and Weezak will be on Oduem This, and Coup will be made up of Squallow and Dia.
Now you're censoring yourself. It's gonna Oduem This shit. Come on. I'm
well,
able
you know
to
what? I just realised that there might be some young impressionable children in the Twitch chat.
I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. Battlerite isn't actually rated yet. It's rated teen or something. So we don't have to worry. So we do have to worry about.
What if there are some teenagers that haven't heard any swear words before?
Then they have lived such a sheltered life, and I pity them.
You pee on them? What?
I pity them. I pity the fool.
Oh, okay, the T wasn't there.
It's Australian accent, guys. As we see.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
It just sounded weird.
As we go into round one, Squatro on the Lucy, Deal 1 on the Rukan, EX Black on his famous Pearl, and Weezak on his Croak. Croak managing to actually get up in Atom in this round.
Already a bit of chip down GX Black though. He's going to be pulled in and the focus is indeed large. The tidal wave won't be proc. There's Weezak diving onto Squallow. By contrast, Pearl is also taking some damage from this very angry Rukan. Rukan will have to turn around though, and the stun, the silence, it's insane onto Squallow. He's taking a lot of damage. The ultimate on VX Black will guarantee one whale ultimate kill. It will be the kill flying out if they can just guarantee this final bit of damage through the barrier. The barrier ends. The clarity potion to go and buy some distance, and they're just ignoring Squallow for the time being as they go ahead and try and guarantee orb. They are able to do so off the back of Weezak. EX Black with the silencing and powered volatile water waiting for the chance to strike, and there it is, actually missing. That's huge. The heals will come through and provide what's necessary for his team. That silence doesn't miss. Oh yes, indeed. That just completely walled off the main healer for their team, and now EX Black and Weezak, they're able to play from range, but it is worth talking about. Despite that opening advantage, now they're behind in HP.
It's just brilliant play. Oh, good dodge with the fish, and then immediate dive out to avoid the poison pool as EX Black manages. It looks like Croak actually managed to somehow get Lucy on the back through that invis. We haven't seen a lot of successful Croaks. We've seen Croak, but we haven't seen him be this successful.
There's the unstable bubble to blow back Dia, and he will be very low on HP. Now this is still winnable if he guaranteed a kill onto EX Black, but no, Weezak executing him, and yeah, you really put your finger on it. I have not seen an effective Croak in 2v2s, never.
I think the reason why is obviously Weezak's pretty much the only Croak that I've ever seen be so successful in competition, but he's managed to work out the mind games of the opponent to a perfection. He usually just it goes invis, gets the stun off, and then immediately it's a mind game. Do you go for the other person and just smash them into the ground, or do you wait around and after that stun and then wail on them during the basically during the incap?
And here's an example of wailing on the backline healer as Weezak continues to nominate. Now the camouflage will allow him already into the backlines, and look at the incapacitate, the stun follow-up, just like you were talking about. That's insane damage if he can land it, and he definitely can. And oh, the toxic muck follow-up is insane. Tidal wave won't be procced with the dive will. Now he expects to go ahead and escape, charge up his weapon, not able to land the volatile water empowered, but it will still be a nice unstable bubble and good positioning and a decent amount of damage. Dia with the follow-through, some close range damage onto the EX Black, but the incapacitate stun combo is still tearing through Squallow, and the backlines he can't possibly heal himself enough to keep himself alive through all this focus. Orb will go to the red side, and that's definitely a point in their favour. The incapacitate in the middle of the Wraithform ultimate, followed by the stun that could be huge. The silence immediately after that, EX Black and Weezak just juggling the ulting Rukan, and now the second they have a silence, the second they have a stun, they're going to go ahead and pop that whale. There's the crippling goo completely wasted. The incapacitate will fly through, the stun follow through. They were trying to get the incapacitate and the stun at the same time so they can land the whale on both of them. It was a great idea, but I don't think it was even necessary, because Dia, there's not much he can do. His orb will go to the opposing side time and time again. There's the whale coming out with the stun to guarantee it. It will be 1 kill for the shark. And now it's just 1 player left. The solo Rukan Dia trying to keep himself alive. Won't be able to do so for long. 2-0 now in favour of gonna Oduem This.
Wuzak has been so on point with his continuous impales. It's just managing to stun deal right at the beginning of his ultimate. That basically seals the round, because that Rukan ultimate is stupidly strong. If you are stunned during it, you can't do anything. Obviously, but as we go...
I mean, yeah, that is how that worked.
As we get into round 3.
There's the Shadow Bolt. Nice attempt at predicting Wuzak. He was a little bit off, but it does force Wuzak to play back for the time being. The Tidal Wave won't be procced this time. It's the Toxic Mock thrown out. Dia will be following through with a decent amount of Shadow Bolt damage if he can land it. There's the backline dive. Now Wuzak doing some damage now, but the silence will land on him. It doesn't matter though. The Incapacitate stun combo is looking for a home in the opposing Lucy. It will be a nice dive out of EX Black to dodge that Shadow Bolt, and Dia won't be able to wail away on this croak because the bubble barrier coming through from EX Black. Great support play. Now going ahead and proccing his counter, going ahead and proccing that Tidal Wave to go ahead and blow back Dia, drop a bubble barrier between them in the time being. The whole time his ally, while Dia is just attempting to chase around EX Black, his ally is just falling, being melted by Wuzak. EX Black's ally, and there's the Venom ultimate flying through. It should be confirmed with that stun. He is able to roll, but it's too late, and the kill should follow shortly after. There it is, confirmed. The Race Form ultimate has been silenced, and the whale will be there off the back of a very nicely placed bubble barrier to guarantee he stays in it. The Incapacitate will be there, followed by the stun, and oh my god, this is just savagery.
I'm surprised that people haven't been playing Croak like this. Wuzak knows exactly what he's doing with this Croak. Just stun, wait a bit, wait to either play mind games, move on to the next character, or wait for the shields to go down, because people have been known just to try and go, oh, Lucy's got her shield up, let's just wail on her while her shield's fill up. That's at least 50 HP that you have to push through, and it's just easier to wait until it's gone. So it's quite nice to see a successful Croak right now, as well as EX Black doing great fishes and those great bubbles.
Yeah, I'm gonna Oduem This, definitely one of the better teams in this tournament, but seeing EX Black actually be able to land all his abilities, he's been kind of troubled of late. Seeing him actually just reading everything, nailing everything. Wuzak in the backline is being supported by that Pearl play, and then of course just dominating in his own right. This is just a wonder and a joy to watch. There's the unstable bubble, won't quite be needed to guarantee the kill, but it's still a decent amount of damage, and already as the silence goes through from the empowered vault of water, you can see that Squallow is at about half HP. There's the unstable bubble stun combo, lots of damage flying through Dia. His HP just melted. He went from full to 80 in literally seconds. Orb guaranteed for EX Black and Co. That will be the Tidal Wave procced a little bit too early, and the counter will, the cancel cast will bait out an early counter. There's the Deceit, incapacitating into backline's Wraith form is available, but it won't be triggered just yet because he's afraid of the stun out of that Croak Squallow, though he's melting. We need to see this Wraith form, and there it is flying out. Already he's been silenced, though the ultimate will be finally able to Tarrant EX Black temporarily, but the Lucy falls in the backlines, and Dia can't do anything about it despite his best efforts. The Tidal Wave will buy a little bit more time for EX Black, and the dive is a perfect read to get away. The silence follow through is insane, and the kill should come in.
We are currently at match point. Gonna Oduem this ship. Yes, it's a ship now. 4 with coup de grace.
We're gonna Oduem this ship.
Yep.
New map confirmed. Thanks, Dropbear.
I would actually like to see like a ship map. Like they have to fight on top of the ship. Yeah, that'd be good actually. That'd be fun. As we go. Round 5. All Battlerite have been chosen. No more up to here, and it is up to coup de grace to find a way to come back. 5 rounds. This will be interesting.
Coup de grace already in the back lines, trying to find a way out, but they're just being read like a book, and the unstable bubble follow through his great dive read from EX Black to go away, and he just hangs out around the corner. He says, alright, I'm just going to chill here for a moment, pop the bubble shield so you can't do any significant damage to me. And Wuzak actually is red in the meantime, but it doesn't matter, because EX Black is more than capable of taking care of himself. There's the heals onto his stricken ally, and he will now be paying attention to Squallow temporarily, and I really do think that's the difference. Squallow hasn't been focused so much in this round. There's the incapacitate stun combo, the Wuzak going to town. The unstable bubble will not quite be capitalised on as he is able to roll away, but that's the expert, and that means that he has less abilities for other things. There's the pull coming through the stun, or sorry, panic onto EX Black will land, but the unstable bubble combo still flies through, even though he's being wailed on. It's still read like a book, and the Wraith form will be silenced before he can do any significant damage. This is just savagery time and time again. They juggle them, they land the stuns, they land the incapacitate, and EX Black and Wuzak, they're so good at not actually having to fight. There's the double crippling coup, though the bubble shield will only last so long, and the bubble barrier, he's being locked out, and he will fall. Great play out of that Rukon to go ahead and decide what he needs to do, how to body block that Pearl from getting out of the out of the crippling goo, and now Wuzak will accept his fate, and that will be 1 point to the good and 1 point on the board for coup de grace.
Squallow with that amazingly well-placed crippling goo right on the corner, just catching Perla out right as she was missing her nice dive. I'm not sure if that was luck or skill. I'm going to say skill. You always gotta say skill. So we are going to see a 6 rounds in this map.
Maybe coup de grace, because they definitely do have the talent to make this work, can go ahead and begin what's known as downloading their opponents. Beginning to read them, beginning to learn what they have to do and read them like an open book. So far, they haven't quite been able to do so. The Shadow Bolt's coming through. Dia will be temporarily under fire, but he's not winning that engagement. Silence will come through, so he can't grab ore, but will be snatched up by EX Black. The Silence follow through, using the splash damage over on that Silence to do so much. 180 Shadow Bolt's attempt on the EX Black won't land, and Wuzak the whole time is just wailing away as an opposition. His crippling coup this time won't be as effective as EX Black says, no, not today, thank you very much. The Venom will not be triggered, as we do see a nice use of the crippling hand of corruption, is that the correct word?
A brown.
Won't. Whatever. Incapacitate, stun, unstable bubble combo. That's insane onto Dia. And the Toxic Mug follow through. That's also massive. The Consume eats a lot of damage out to Wuzak, but the follow throughs are still insane. And there's the Volatile Water Charge that does allow a silence and the slay onto that Lucy. His roll wasn't coming out anytime soon. The ultimate is available. The Wraith form will be flying through. 1 versus 2 for the match. And EX Black is actually being savaged, but the tidal wave counter will buy him the time in the unstable bubble. He plays through it. He says, you can't come into here because you will die. And that he does. 5-1 now in favour of Oduem This.
Wuzak MPV for the round, and probably, honestly, for the entire match. EX Black did get so many good heals off, so many good bubbles off, but Wuzak knows exactly how to play this Croak in a professional scene. He knows how to stun, and he knows how to play all these good mind games on the opponent. So we will be seeing Oduem This going into the round of 16, I believe. We're going to...
I think that was a quarter. Not sure.
We are going
I will
to...
admit to not being the smartest
no,
person.
this will be going into the quarter. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So that will be advancing to the quarters, and of course the semis and grand finals following through after that. Oduem This will advance to face the winner of presumably Goats War and Team Keeper. Elsewhere in the bracket, Fear Esports have already punched their ticket to the quarterfinals. They're going to face the winner of Burning Sands and Mathridin in just a few moments. And Browse on Fleek are battling in the round of 16 versus Team Harliga. I really hope that team doesn't win, just so I never have to say that Swedish name. We're going to say that they're not going to win and ignore them. Thank you very much for watching so far. Of course, if you have been joining us, my name is TJ, my co-caster is Dropbear, and this is Battlerite, R-I-G-H-T. If you are curious about esports coverage for Battlerite, R-I-T-E, you can always go to battleright.win, R-I-G-H-T, once again to go ahead and get all the information and up-to-date calendar of all upcoming esports events in the Battlerite scene. You can use !calendar to go ahead and get a link to that in the Twitch chat. I would also highly suggest, if you do enjoy yourself some Battlerite esports, that you go ahead and you follow this Twitch channel, because quite a bit will be broadcast here. Don't go anywhere, I'm going to be right back with the next match in this ESL €150 Cup in just a few moments.
Do you want a quick update on a very important match before we go? Fear Esports have beaten Bruce Lee. So that's the two big teams there. Fear Esports has managed to make it to the quarterfinals. We'll be right back with more ESL action right after this.